I move on to announce the next round of Order of Merit recipients.
Thank you so much.
Gentlemen, please allow me to move on to the next round, and I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Goshto Neban, Additional Director from Agriculture Department, West Bengal Farm Mechanization, West Bengal Experiences and Networking of Custom Hiring Centers. Mr. Neban. Dr. Sundar Balakrishna, CEO, Andhra Pradesh Information Technology Academy, Apita Academic Resources Center. Professor Hemachandra Reddy, Chairman, Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education, Design and Development of Online Teaching and Learning System. Mr. K. Kannu Babu, Managing Director, Andhra Pradesh State Disaster Management Authority, Heat Wave Prediction and Mitigation.
Yes, very good afternoon to panelists, members, delegates of 75th Scott Summit of State of Governance. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
The Managing Director and the Special Secretary Kannu Babu Garu could not participate in today's summit because of hectic work with the State Election Commission. And so today participating in this summit is a great opportunity to demonstrate our work. On behalf of Kannu Babu sir, I along with my colleague, Ms. Fali, meteorologist, who has done a great work on this, is also participating. And sir, heat wave is one of the natural calamities the state is facing. There are 13 districts in the state, and on account of its varied geographical conditions, almost all districts in the state are vulnerable to heat wave. Andhra Pradesh state is one of the states in the country which is successfully implementing heat wave preparedness and mitigation project and could reduce the impact of heat wave in terms of deaths. National Disaster Management Authority has been very appreciative of the efforts of Andhra Pradesh government towards the implementation of heat wave preparedness and mitigation project. In 2017, about 160 deaths were reported due to the heat wave in the state. Keeping in view the severity of a heat wave, Government of Andhra Pradesh started implementing the heat wave preparedness and mitigation project in 2017. This project has basically three components like forecasting of heat wave, dissemination of the same down the line, and creating awareness among the public about do's and don'ts about the heat wave and the monitoring of the activities.
Can I request you to be short, please, because there are others also waiting.
Yes. And we have a very strong, robust volunteer system with about 2.5 lakh volunteers working at grassroots level. With the involvement of these volunteers in the implementation of this project, we have been successfully implementing this. And since the implementation of this project in 2017, number of deaths has been reduced to the maximum extent. For example, in 2017, the number was 160. It was reduced to 0 in 2020. Now it is just 6. This could be attributed to the well coordination and close monitoring of.
Very good. So this is actually leading to the saving of human lives.
Yeah, of course.
Which is not only doing the mitigation and forecasting, but
yes,
also mitigating the risk. So excellent work. So my congratulations to you and the entire team, including Mr. Kannu Babu. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Onkar Singh Meena, Secretary,
yes,
Department of Agriculture, Bangla Krishi Sage Yojana.
Thank you so much. You gave me opportunity and I explained about this scheme in detail. I'll not take much more separate time. Basically, we are providing the top-up support for micro irrigation and the horticulture and different aspects, and trying to improve the user efficiency of the water. And so far we have covered around 10,000 hectares through this system in the western zone of the West Bengal. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you for joining us. Mr. Jitendra Roy, Additional Secretary from Department of Agriculture, Government of West Bengal for Bangla Shasya Bima Scheme.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Scotch Group, for giving us this award for Bangla Shasya Bima Scheme. As our Secretary, Sir Sri Onkar Singh Meena had already explained during his panel discussion, that this is a state-of-the-art technology-based crop insurance scheme, wholly funded by the state government, where the whole premium is borne by the state government. The farmers need not pay anything. And this gives social security to the farmers as far as agriculture is concerned. It motivates them to remain in cultivation, and it also gives them the indemnity against any sort of natural calamity for which any crop that may get damaged. So that is what we are trying, and we are trying with the best of the technologies. As our sir had said, we are using remote sensing technology, we are using digital platforms, apps, etc. We are depending the least as far as manual intervention is concerned. So it is totally
done at your end. I must congratulate you for thinking out of the box, and which is what we said, that this is based on innovation as much as it is based on collaboration. So,
yes, sir. And it's one of its kind in whole of India. Nowhere this is being implemented.
Wow.
So thank you so much for the Order of Merit that you have conferred.
Congratulations once again. The next one also goes to you, which is Krishak Bandhu.
Yes, sir. Thank you for this also. Our Secretary, sir, had already explained that we are have prepared digital database of all the farmers of our state, where their land details, their bank details, and their farmer details, of course, their Aadhaar details, etc., are all digitized in our database. And this database is being used by other departments also for various purposes, which he has talked about, like paddy procurement, etc., for disaster management, etc. Now, in this very project, what we are doing, that we are supporting the farmers with financial assistance at the beginning of the cropping season. At that point of time, the farmers have less cash, so that's why this project helps them to have this very needed cash for their agricultural purpose. And second thing, that is, in case the main bread earner of the farmer family, if he meets with a death and it brings, as you know, distress to the farmer family, so the government is supporting such families with a one-time grant of ₹2 lakh, so that they can ward off from this distress, and they are supported socially and economically through this support. So thank you for awarding this Order of Merit for this project also.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now invite Mr. Harishikas Moody, Additional Secretary from Department of Agriculture, West Bengal, for Nona Swarno.
Mr. Moody is my batchmate. Please take this chair, and he is here in front of me, so you can talk from here. Nona.
Thank you. Already, Secretary Sir said about this scheme. I have nothing to add more. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations to you and the entirety.
Your permission, just one small information on this. Nona is basically salty and Swarn is gold. So Nona Swarn is a composite of the varieties which has been developed by our scientists, agriculture scientists. These are Nona, Suri, Didusha. These are some traditional varieties which farmers used to grow here. So these varieties we multiplied over years and utilized after the Yas and Amphan.
Okay.
And the catchy thing here is, in the Sundarbans, where coastal cyclone problems is prevalent this year, they could ensure that 2 lakh biga paddy is cultivated, and in terms of financial, 207 crores, which is harvest they are doing. Crop is just harvesting now. We intervened in the month of July, August. Crop is harvesting. So that's the initiative. Thank you.
Okay. Well, heartening to know. And thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations to you and your team doing such phenomenal work.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services, Government of Karnataka, Dr. Manjunath Palegar, Director for Integrated Livestock Information System. Dr. Palegar.
Hello. Hello. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am Dr. Prasad Murthy. I am joining on behalf of Manjunath Palegar, our director. He is engaged in some other activities, very busy. That's why first of all, I thank the Scotch for awarding this thing for our progress, the Integrated Livestock Information System. And this is the reporting system what we have in Animal Husbandry Department in Government of Karnataka. The main objective of this is it simplifies the documentation, thereby decreasing the efforts involved in data processing. That's the main objective of this program. And the second one is automatic real-time consolidation and also daily progress of taluk and district level and state level statistics, and provides quick and easy access to information to public as well as to the government agencies, and facilitates comprehensive analysis, planning and decision making also. And this is the integrated livestock information system what we have developed in Government of Karnataka, and it is in place, and it has helped a lot in planning and even in disease control, and even in mass vaccination program we are using this system. Anyway, thank you once again. Thank you all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I will invite Dr. Pratima, Secretary and Additional Mission Director, Government of Bihar, Bihar Prashasnik Sudhar Mission Society, General Administration, for Bihar eRTPS Services.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Manoranjan Kumar, on behalf of Dr. Pratima. She is now busy in some important meeting. तो मैं सबसे पहले आप सबका धन्यवाद देता हूँ बिहार eRTPS सर्विसेज के लिए, हम लोगों को चुनने के लिए। मैं वेरी शॉर्टली मैं ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि ये बिहार eRTPS जो प्रोजेक्ट है, हम लोग पब्लिक सर्विस डिलीवरी का जो भी सर्विसेज है, जो हमारे यहाँ नोटिफाइड सर्विसेज हैं, हम लोग इस पोर्टल के माध्यम से देते हैं। और आपको जानकर ये खुशी होगी कि पर डे मोर देन 1 लाख सर्विसेज जो है हम इस पोर्टल के माध्यम से दे रहे हैं। हाल के दिनों में ऐसी सर्विसेज की संख्या 2 से 3 लाख पर डे भी हम लोग दे रहे थे। जब हमारे यहाँ स्टेट इलेक्शन चल रहे थे पंचायतों के, उस समय बहुत सारे सर्टिफिकेट्स और बाकी सर्विसेज की ज़रूरत पड़ती है। तो हम लोगों ने काफ़ी अच्छे से इस सर्विस को किया है और हमारा बहुत ही रोबस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म है, और जो भी स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट जो टेक्नोलॉजी हो सकती है हम लोग सब इसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं। मैं अपनी तरफ से स्कॉच ग्रुप को बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं, हम लोगों को इस प्रोजेक्ट के लिए शामिल करने और चुनने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक। Commercial Taxes Department, Government of Bihar, for web-based centralized DMS software for uploading digitized documents for secure storage, accessibility of documents. Seema Bharti. Do we have Ms. Bharti with us? Mr. Him Shikhar Gupta, Special Secretary, Cooperation Department, Government of Chhattisgarh, Development, Operation and Maintenance of Ethanol Project through PPP. Please unmute yourself. Scotch team, can you help unmute her?
Yeah. No, it's not our project.
We can, yeah, now you're unmuted. Please go ahead. Department of Cooperation. No, looks like there is an audio transmission problem at your end, ma'am. We are not able to hear you, but we do understand the happiness, which is what we share with you. And we congratulate you, and we congratulate the Special Secretary and everyone in the department for reaching this stage and stage of recognition of your project, which is the development, operation, and maintenance of ethanol project. Congratulations to you. Ms. C.K. Deshmukh, Principal Secretary, Vaidya Aapke Dwar, Department of Ayush, Government of Madhya Pradesh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Sanjeev Sharma. With me is Dr. Rajiv Mishra. We are representing the Principal Secretary, Ms. Karavin Deshmukh. And a very good afternoon to Dr. Dhanjal and the esteemed panelists and the viewers. And we are into the, what we say, interesting situation where we have blended two very, you could say, diametrically different aspects. We have blended modernity with the traditional thinking. That's what the Ayush Cure app has been. Web-based, what I say, app for treating patients with the disciplines of Ayurveda, Unani, and also Siddha, homeopathy, yoga, and naturopathy. Sir. We know the Corona times have been really unprecedented. There were many challenges. Government of India, the Ministry of Ayush was proactive on its part, and so were we, the Department of Ayush, Government of Madhya Pradesh. All of the facilities, as we understand, were directed and diverted towards Corona. That is where we realized that there are a number of problems that are going to come up. And that's when we try to sort of convert an adversity into an opportunity. Sir. So, to begin with, as we are aware, patients were under a lockdown. So, if they venture out, it was difficult. And if they don't venture out, it was still difficult. It was a catch-22 for them. So, we came out with this Ayush Cure app so that they need not move out from their homes and they can work with their doctors right sitting on their chairs or maybe even on their beds.
How many people got the benefit of this app? And
sir, we have had about 6,511 consultations so far. 7,304 patients have booked and 6,511 have benefited. That's roughly 89.14% of conversion to bookings ratio, sir.
And this was follow-up action, saving of lives, and so on and so forth.
Exactly, sir. Exactly, sir. Exactly. Because looking at a catch-22, where patients were not able to move out, but if they moved out, there was a double whammy. They could still get corona and such issues. So we offered them that as well.
Excellent. Great work. I must say that you need to scale it further because given in the interest of not only COVID but also as far as the telemedicine is concerned.
Exactly.
This happens to be the big mandate of NDHM, and it will come in handy. So my congratulations to you as well as the Principal Secretary. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Ali Jain, Assistant Commissioner, Department of Cooperation, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Integrated Cooperative Management Information System. Scotch team, please mute everybody else and unmute only the person who is invited. Ms. Vaishali Jain, Assistant Commissioner. Mr. Pramod P, Director, Department of Factories and Boilers, Government of Kerala, Boiler Information System.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Pramod is on another engagement, so he has deputed me to join the meeting. So, our project was the Boiler Information System. It is actually and boilers Kerala. So this thing, this is dealing with services to boiler owners, their repairs, how the renewal activities for the inspections of the boilers are carried out. Then we have another system part of it is registration of boiler manufacturers. They can register their equipment themselves here. Then they can register the drawings. They can get it certified. Once they complete the manufacturing, they can upload the certificates, which has to go through an inspection process, and the certificates are also generated digitally through this platform itself. So the entire process has become online. All documents have been digitized. So there's no need for carrying around large. Usually, what happens is whenever a boiler comes to any state, it is accompanied by a set of 100 to 150 pages of certificates. It's a huge box file that has to come to the directorates, and it has to be carried to the factory. The factory management has to keep it safe. So the whole thing is now being digitized and it is available in the portal itself. It doesn't have to carry anything.
Your passion speaks for almost everything that this project is all about, and I'm very, very glad to see that. So I must congratulate you and the director, Mr. Pramod, for having introduced this system, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir, on behalf of Vaishali Jain, I would like to thank for this Integrated Cooperative Management Information System from Department of Cooperation, Government of Madhya Pradesh. Thanks, coach, and thanks for team also.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for being with us, and I'm sorry to have missed you there. So we move on to invite Mr. Bashir Ahmed Bhatt, Director, Department of Fisheries, Government of Jammu and Kashmir, Employment Generation in Fish Farming Sector. Mr. Kalyan Chand, Director, Department of Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs, Government of Himachal Pradesh, online module for license under Legal Metrology Act 2009. Mr. Rajiv Sharma, Joint Director IT for Himachal Online Seva, Department of Information Technology, Government of Himachal Pradesh. Mr. Sudarshan Singh Deora, Department of Information Technology and Communication, Government of Rajasthan for Jan Suchna Portal 2019. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das, Joint Secretary, Department of Information Technology and Electronics, Government of West Bengal for Cyber Assurance Program. Mr. Das.
Thank you, Dr. Gursaran Dhanjal and the entire team of Scotch, and especially the Honorable Chairman of Scotch Group, Mr. Shamir Kuchar. We are really, proud, humbled, and we can say that it is a great honor to continue to have Scotch recognition over the years. This is not the first time, and I can assure you this will not be the last. Especially Cyber Assurance Program is all about scale. I often refer to this that, awareness is the responsibility of the government and knowledge is the responsibility of the professionals. So it is about skill, and I would request everyone that is, whosoever is here, here with us, to visit our portal, Cyber Security Center of Excellence of Government of West Bengal at cscoe.itwb.gov.in to understand what scale we have achieved. And this is a recognition for that. And I would like to just share only one thing, that we have created a unique thing that is called a comic book on cyber crime and their mitigation. It is named that, as in Bengali, it is called Cybare Sammohan. That is the hypnotics of cyber. In English and Hindi, they are also available. And we are coming up with, regional languages like Assamese, Oriya, Bhojpuri, Nepali, Santali, Urdu, so that we can reach up to a huge populace, because West Bengal is a paradox of different cultures and languages. We have 91 languages spoken in the entire state of nearly 10 crore people. So we would be actually addressing to that scale. Thank you once again, Scotch Group, for this opportunity and the recognition. Thank you.
Congratulations to you. The next one also goes to you for COVID-19 Emergency Helpline for ITES.
Yes, thank you once again. This is an unique opportunity that COVID had given us. When the lockdown announced and we understood that more than 42,000 small, medium, large IT, ITES companies, commercial institutions, they might be facing some problems in order to continue their, activities, because most of them will be moving from the physical to digital. So immediately overnight, we created this helpline, and from end to end, that means for whatever be their, requirement, we handheld them, and we actually witnessed, all these smooth transactions. We ensured that all data centers run smoothly. We ensured that all KPOs, LPOs, and BPOs, they run smoothly, and everything that you can talk about. So this is really a unique thing that we could be a part of, and it was an unique experience also, because we understood the real problems and challenges that these organizations face. So we have come up with that learning. We have come up with, later when we devised many policies, we tried to include all those benefits that they require in order to actually accelerate the growth of IT, ITS in the state. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations once again, Mr. Das. And here we go with the third one, Self-Scan app.
Yeah. Thank you. I also already mentioned that this is a completely personal identification, information-free, PII-free application. This is a device-native application. You can very well download it from iOS or this Android platform. They are freely available. This is completely free of cost, and this is not only a scan app. This is beyond that. It has an OCR built into it, and many other features, and it is being used by teachers and students very because the students can submit their answer scripts to this, and teachers can actually correct these answer scripts on this application and send it back. So this is completely device native. This has nothing to do with any server. You do not require internet connectivity, and completely free of cost. So this is another unique development which we did in-house. No, it was a zero cost effort, and there was nothing other than our internal teams, IPR that was there. So we did nothing, innovative. We just brought all the successes and best practices already in the market and created this application. And I really accept this recognition with all humility. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Mr. Das. And now invite Deputy Director, Headquarters, Mr. Bashir Ahmed Chakhu, Directorate of Health Services, Government of Jammu and Kashmir, for containment and mitigation of COVID-19 pandemic in Kashmir Division. Mr. Sachin Gusia, Directorate of ICT and E-Governance, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, for COVID-19 Web and Mobile Application Tracker.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Can we have your video, please?
Yeah. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon to the complete Scotch team and to all the respected panelists. We have had an amazing time to join in the award section, but first of all, I would like to congratulate the complete Scotch team for putting into all efforts and bringing all the states together and putting rightly as one nation and one platform. Now, regarding this award, I'm very overwhelmed on behalf of Department of Science and Technology and Directorate of ICT and E-Governance, under the guidance of our directors, deputy directors, and our colleagues of ICT officers of DIT. We had a rapid application development due to the pandemic. So what we did basically in this was we tracked all the households. There was self-reporting, there was self-quarantine, and there was a lot of other activities going on. In short span of time, we had to develop, and based on the level of districts, different requirements, we had to configure and customize that. So we did that, and the benefits we achieved was we had a dashboard MIS kind of thing. And because of that, everyone could take a very decision swiftly. And it was very helpful for the patients even. So they did not have to run here and there. There was monitoring health checkup that was performed. And at a large, all these things was done very earlier before Arogya Setu app came. And as you can see, Gujarat has always had a lesser number of COVID as compared to other states. This all because of the information technology means. Thank you very much, Scotch Group.
You're welcome and congratulations to you. Mr. Sadiq Alam, Director from the Directorate of Industries, Government of Odisha, Administration of Incentives for MSMEs. Mr. Mohammad Saifarullah, Project Director, eHealth Kerala Society for eHealth.
Sir, good morning, sir. Myself, SK Hutta, Additional Director of Industries. On behalf of Director of Industries, Odisha, Cuttack, sir. Mr. Sadiq Alam was engaged in some other work. I am from MSME Department, Government of Odisha, sir. We have got a portal, sir, that administrative incentives and monitoring. Actually, that we have got different policies to promote MSMEs and to give incentives to MSMEs. We have got IPR, Industrial Policy Resolution. We have got MSME policy. We have got Odisha Food Processing Policy. And all these policies, we are giving incentives to MSMEs. Particularly, we are giving capital investment subsidy. We are giving SGST exemptions. We are giving interest subsidy. We are giving electric duty exemptions and other incentives. And to monitor everything and all that, we have developed a portal. There is AIM portal, there is Administrative Incentives and Monitoring. And once the unit or that promoter applies for any incentives, it will be online from end to end. You will apply online in the AIM portal and IDA password will be generated and he will apply all that incentives, any incentives as in the online portal, and you will apply to the GMDACs at district level and GMDAC will process. And everything is in the online. He can ask the documents online. Again, the entrepreneurs to submit online documents. It will be processed. There will be inspection. There will be a report online system. And GMDAC will issue. Then and there are sanction orders. And if they will recommend to us, to Director of Industries, we are processing here and the sanction orders are being issued online. And also the funds that was to be released to the units are being done online. And we can monitor it at all the district level, all 30 district level. And we have got that other schemes.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Alam, for sharing such intimate details with us, because I know that there is a lot of effort that has gone into this, and you will be very much keen on talking about it. Yes, we have gone through your nomination. You have talked about a whole lot of things. Wish we had more time to listen to.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for it.
But yes, indeed, congratulations to you and the entire team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I now invite Mr. Mohammad Saifarullah, Project Director, eHealth Kerala Society, eHealth. Mr. Manoj Kumar Patnaik, Special Secretary cum CEO, Electronics and Information Technology Department, Government of Odisha, for Odisha One Unified Citizen Portal. Mr. Sachin Gusia, Director, Gujarat State Data Center, Department of Science and Technology, GSDC VC.
Yes, good afternoon.
On behalf of GSDC, I am appearing. Actually, we have implemented a customized OpenVPN solution for accessing our development resources during pandemic. Initially, we actually know that the development visit, they have to visit any government offices to access the developmental resources which is available in the GSDC. So during pandemic, we have implemented customized OpenVPN solution, which is on certificate based, and on top of that, we did some lot of customization. So it will secure the end user can access their resources over this secured OpenVPN solution. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for awarding this.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
The next one also goes to Gujarat State Data Center for GSDC Open VPN.
Hello. Hello.
Can I request the lady to? I'll come back.
Yes.
To you. I'll come back to you. So right now we have the Gujarat State Data Center.
Yes, I am for that, right. Mr. Dhananjay.
Please go ahead.
So actually for GSDC, we have two awards, that is GSDC VC and GSDC Open VPN. The earlier one, which Mr. Samale explained, was for GSDC Open VPN. So I'll humbly accept the award for GSDC VC also. Actually, the video conferencing was configured on OpenJitsi platform, carrying out a lot of features like a customized proprietary solution. It was totally based upon features like chat section. It was their moderator had all the rights, configured totally on TLS certificate for end-to-end security. And based on that, we conducted so many meetings virtually with the professionals, stakeholders, developers, and all. So we also conducted some 800 plus VC in the pandemic. So I humbly received this award on the behalf of GSDC team, Directorate of ICT and Technology and Department of Science and Technology. Thank you very much, Scotch team.
Well, congratulations to you once again. This is almost a hat trick now.
Thanks.
Great, good work. Mission Director, Mr. Hemraj Bairwa from Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of Himachal Pradesh. Implementation of e-Office in National Health Mission. Commissioner Mr. Randeep D, Health and Family Welfare Services, Government of Karnataka, National Tuberculosis Elimination Mission, supplemented by Ayushman Bharat Arogya Karnataka. Mr. Bhupendra Singh Punia, Managing Director, Industrial Promotion and Investment Corporation of Odisha Limited, for single window for investor facilitation and tracking.
Yeah. On behalf of Mr. Bhupendra Singh Punia, I am Devashish Das, the General Manager of EPCOL. And first of all, I'm deeply honored to have received this Scotch. Thank Dr. Gursharan for his concept of one nation and one platform. As rightly said, sir, GoSwift is Government of Odisha single window investor facilitation and tracking. So if you want to start an industry in Odisha, you just have to think about it. The rest of the things, starting from pre-investment, during the investment and post-investment, starting from filling up the form to obtaining departmental clearances, and so much so to the extent of even setting up of the industry. And thereafter, if at all there are any grievances which has to be addressed, that is all taken care of us through a seamless integration. And this involving close to around 26 to 27 departments. So the investor who wants to set up an industry, probably we have the quickest turnaround time that is available throughout the country, sir. And as I rightly said, the proof of the pudding lies in its eating. So far during the pandemic, when almost economic activity had come to a standstill, it was the state able to attract investment to the state, primarily on account of a very effective operation of GoSwift portal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And congratulations.
Thanks.
Mr. Amrit K, Special Secretary, Labor and Commissioner for E-Shramik Seva, Labor Department, Government of Chhattisgarh.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm speaking on behalf of Mr. Khalku. So our story started, and I'll just take 2 to 3 minutes of your time, not longer than that. So our story started with the first lockdown last year, where the department was inundated with calls of distress from laborers who wanted to return to Chhattisgarh, who weren't getting access to rations. That's when we realized that all of our actions were purely reactionary. When we got a distress call, we reacted to it. And the reason we weren't able to be proactive at that point in time is because we didn't know how many migrant laborers were there in Chhattisgarh. We didn't know which states they had gone to, and we didn't know what work they were doing. So what we decided was that to be a truly welfare state, we needed to be proactive. We needed to take decisions before laborers reached a condition of distress. And to do this, we needed clean, accurate data and complete data on the laborers. So we designed 4 things, and I'll talk about them very quickly. Firstly, we designed a new system of registration for the laborers in Chhattisgarh, where we completely revamped the existing system. We asked them more questions so that we got a 360-degree view of the laborers' lives. And this was something that could be accessed without an internet connection as well via a mobile application. We cleaned up our existing database to remove duplicates, and we condensed our existing database from a total of 36 lakh laborers. And after removing duplicates, we found that we had in fact 23 lakh unique values. So we ended up removing more than 10 lakh values that were redundant in our database. We redesigned our scheme application system. We made it a single window system. We redesigned the schemes themselves on the basis of the data that we were collecting so that we would accurately target the vulnerabilities of the workers. And finally, we built a migration register, which we were going to action along with coordination with the urban department and with the rural department. So this was a cross-departmental exercise where the three departments worked together to ensure that we collected real-time data on when laborers were moving from their wards or from their panchayats, moving to another state or maybe moving to another district, and when they were returning to their home locations. So we ensured that we got real-time data on laborers and we could take real-time measures.
I hope that it continues to scale and brings more and more people in its fold. So
thank you so
very much for joining us, and congratulations to you for doing such splendid work. Mr. Rishi Garg, Executive Director, Madhya Pradesh Industrial Development Corporation for Central Inspection System.
Hello. Yeah, hi sir. So I'm Adarsh Naik speaking on behalf of Mr. Rishi Garg, as we have a Prime Minister's program coming up in the state, so he could not attend this esteemed award which we are receiving. And with this Central Inspection System, we have, brought multiple departments under one roof, and probably we are scaling it up for 2 other departments also. So thank you for this honor.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
The next one also goes to Madhya Pradesh Industrial Development Corporation for Investor Portal.
Yes, sir. So this is a single window portal like most of the states are working, but what makes it unique are now we are providing 45 services of 9 departments, and all inclusive payments and tracking are available on the system. So now we are bearing the fruits of hard work, what we have done earlier, and all the investment are now being routed through this system. And it has helped in tracking at 2 levels, from the investor point of view as well as the department's point of view also. So basically the department is also facilitating those investors by tracking on behalf of those departments.
Great work. Congratulations. And the third one.
Yes, sir.
Also goes to MPIDC, GIS-based land allotment system.
So basically the best part what we have done in this system is we have introduced provisions of deemed approval, and say if you are making 25% payment and within 7 days, if the application is not acted upon, on the 8th day, the system is directly providing you the required letter of intent in your dashboard. The system is entirely web-based like Google Maps, what we see. So you can see who are your neighbors, what kind of products they are making, are they a polluting industry or not. So basically, like if you are a food processing unit and you do not want any polluting unit in your neighbor, so before buying a land parcel, you can check all the attributes which our industrial area provides to you.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ms. Indra Mallo, Project Director, Nanaji Deshmukh Krishi Sanjeevani Prakalp, Department of Agriculture, Government of Maharashtra.
Thank you, Dr. Gursharan and your whole Scotch team. And I'm very humbled and privileged also to receive the award on behalf of the Nanaji Deshmukh Krishi Sanjeevani Prakalp, POKRA. This project is a climate resilient and climate smart technology project aided by the World Bank, being implemented in 15 districts of Maharashtra. They start from the northern part of Maharashtra, which is a Kharpan Patra, which is a saline tract, and going down into the heart of Marathwada and Osmanabad and Nanded. And we are focusing on promotion of climate smart agriculture systems, as well as climate smart post-harvest management and value additional chain systems. So we have a DBT portal. And in this DBT portal, the whole idea is to enable the farmer to have a paperless experience while accessing schemes and programs. And so far, more than 8 lakh applications have been received, and more than 3 lakh farmers have been directly benefited through the DBT portal. And we have been able to promote the availability of water in the field, promotion of horticulture, carbon sequestration, as well as greenhouse gas emissions are being monitored. So that in the future, going into the future, the farmers are protected from variations in price and climate changes. And so we have also agro advisory service which actually have helped farmers avert natural disaster consequences.
Congratulations to you for doing such splendid work. Thank you very much for joining us. I now invite Mr. P.K. Biswal, GMIT from Odisha Mining Corporation Limited for Stockyard Management System.
Good afternoon, sir. It gives us. Yeah, I am P.K. Biswal. I am receiving this honor on behalf of our Managing Director, Sri Balwant Singh, and Chairman, sir, of Odisha Mining Corporation, with all humility, from a platform none other than the Scotch. So it gives us immense pleasure actually to receive this honor and this recognition for the passionate effort what we have put in since last 1 to 1.5 years to achieve this objective, to actually automatize the logistic process at the mine's end, so that it will become very orderly, very compliant, and very resilient. To actually give you, if you give us a few seconds, sir, 1 minute, sir, I will just give a brief overview of this project.
30 seconds. We are getting closer to our 1 o'clock closing time, and we still have another 10 announcements.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Sir, often, you know, the mines end of dispatch areas have become very, really very chaotic and disorderly due to the unawareness of, lack of awareness of users like drivers, helpers, and all that. So we needed to do a lot of manual data entry works, multiplicity of that. So we wanted to automatize this entire process using the technologies, the state-of-the-art technology like, you know, Internet of Things and robotic process automation, RFID tagging and all that. So we used all this technology to good effect to entirely automatize the logistic management process. We made the Webris operations totally manless. So now if you compare the previous situation, what it was prevailing some few months back, and now it is a total difference. It has brought a lot of changes, and it has become a kind of a showcase project for us, so that others come and visit this place to actually see how things are happening and then take use of there. So it gives us really immense pleasure to receive this kind of recognition from you, sir, and I'm sure it will generate a lot of motivation in future, near future, to actually go for further innovation and then bring more projects like this. So it will bring a lot of value to our organization. Thank you very much for your recognition.
Congratulations. Ms. Talat Afreen, Head CSR, Odisha Mining Corporation for Community-Led Total Sanitation.
Yeah, namaskar, and thank you so very much for the honor and the recognition from none other than Scotch. This CLTS program is very unique in itself because what we tried to do is we started a triggering of changes in behavior. Rather, ODF is all about changing landscapes, but here we tried to change mindscapes, and that is why it's very close to our heart, because it's never been done anywhere anyway. We started out with a 25 lakh funds, and then we were able to motivate people to put in amounts amounting to something like 3 crores, and in that way we believe that we've been able to achieve success, and this has inspired us to take it to other villages and other regions. So thank you so very much for this recognition and honor, which we accept in all humility. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Pavan Kumar Agrawal, Vice Chancellor, Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, for transformation of OUAT.
Thank you very much for this honor, and esteemed chair. Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology looks for education, technology development, science, and extension of agriculture and technology. Last 1.5 years during COVID time also, we transformed the governance, the way teaching was done, teaching learning process. We made online classes. We initiated certificate course for the youth of Odisha for bringing them to mainstream education. We never closed for a single day the university, and we serve the society in possible way. It is governance, it is academia, it is technology development and technology transfer and training to the farmers of Odisha. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And now I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Vidyasagar, Chief Executive Officer, Real-Time Governance Society, Government of Andhra Pradesh, for Project Spandana. Dr. V. Geeta Lakshmi, Director, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Clima Adapt.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm really happy to receive this prestigious award. And by this award, by this project, what we did was we tried to address the food security amidst the changing climatic condition. We have worked with more than 4,000 hectares land area owned by the farming community, and we developed adaptation toolbox for the climate smart agriculture with climate smart agriculture technologies for the water stressed basin as well as water surplus basin. And we have been upscaling all the technologies in cluster basis. By this, the awareness created, and then the productivity levels got increased by 20 to 25%, and the farmers were very happy. We took them as on board as our stakeholder. We also integrated the public works department so that they could address the water related issues. So we are very happy, sir, to receive this award. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Supriya Sahu, Chief Executive Officer for Governance and Reforms, the INDCOSERV. Professor B.K. Agarwal, Chairman, Tripura State Pollution Control Board for Office Automation System.
Thank you. Here I am, Professor B.K. Agarwal. Thanks for the recognition. At the Pollution Control Board in Tripura State, we are responsible for the regulation and monitoring of the polluting industry and overall pollution in the environment. For last 1.5 years, we have introduced the online system for the granting consent management and hazardous waste management. So far, not a single complaint has been received, and we have reached out to every corner of the state where the industry require pollution certificate from us. Fact remains that in this part of Northeast India, many people, particularly industrial, which are not IoT enabled, find it difficult to come to the online platform. But then we have reached out to them, educated them, counseled them, so that our effort to become physical-less, contactless service granted to their doorstep within a limited time has been very, very successful. During 1.5 years since when we have started on this system, about 1,000 industrialists has come to us and not a single complaint, and whatever little concern were there, we have addressed them to their satisfaction by reaching out to them. Our effort is that in this small state, every concern which require our services, irrespective of their standard, irrespective of their IT knowledge, we reach out to them and provide the best possible in terms of the regulation and the monitoring. Real-time monitoring services of the air quality and water quality has been installed. It is also working satisfactorily in the town of Agartala, and we are reaching.
Thank you very much, Professor Agarwal. It is heartening to note so much of work which is being done under your leadership in the state of Tripura. Congratulations to you and your entire team. I now invite Mr. Kumar Vineet, Special Secretary, IT and Electronics at MD UPDESCO, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, Helpline 1076.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Atul Sharma. I'm from the CM Helpline PNU team. MD sir had to move out for an important meeting here. As he has already briefed, in the morning session about this project, I won't say much about it. Apart from the fact that the sheer scale of this project, handling some calls from 22 crores plus citizens of the state, and playing a key role in managing COVID, has made this project a very strong asset for the government. Thank you for this award. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Mr. Dinesh Srivastava, Managing Director, Vanya Prakashan Tribal Welfare Department, Government of Madhya Pradesh, for the project Adirang. Dr. Samit Kumar Nandi, Professor, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, for development of affordable biomaterial-based strategies for triggering wound, bone, and cartilage regeneration. Dr. Indranil Samanta, Assistant Professor, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, for exploration of social drivers for antibiotic use in livestock. And this brings us to the end of the second round of announcement of Scotch Order of Merit.